The Keris is a type of Austronesian short weapon used over 600 years ago. These weapons are unique in the Malay world and can be found in Malay-sized areas such as Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, South Thailand, southern Philippines, Mindanao, and Brunei. Some of the really old ones have many spiritual powers and abilities. Many spiritual healers, Amal spiritual practitioners have them. Keris have been produced in many regions of Indonesia for centuries, and used by many occult and spiritual practitioners. Many of them come with ritual prescriptions, ceremonies, mythical backgrounds. As a result, in Indonesia the Keris is commonly associated with Javanese spiritual practitioners, although other spiritual practitioners and occult are familiar with the very powerful spiritual weapon as part of their spiritual tools, such as the Balinese, Malays, Sundanese, Majis, Banjar, Thais, Bugis, Makassar, and Filipinos. Is an asymmetrical dagger with distinctive blade patterning achieved through alternating laminations of iron and nickelous iron, Pema. The distinctive blade shape is to symbolize a snake ready to attack. These waves are called luck. The number of luck on a Keris is always an odd number because it matches with Islamic traits, like the Rukun Islam, Rukun Sembayang and so on. Some also believe that the number of luck on a Keris is an odd number because it depicts imperfection, whereas only Allah is perfect. While most strongly associated with the spiritual practitioners' culture of Indonesia, the Keris is also indigenous to Malaysia, Thailand, Brunei, Singapore and the Philippines, where it is known as Keris, with variants existing as a sword rather than a dagger. The Keris is famous for its distinctive wavy blade, although many have straight blades as well. A Keris can be divided into three parts: blade, bilu or wila, hilt, hulu, and sheath, warangka. These parts of the Keris are objects of art, often carved in meticulous detail and made from various materials: metal, precious or rare types of spiritual wood, or gold or ivory. Also some of them have different spiritual markings on them. A Keris's aesthetic value covers the dapper, the form and design of the blade, with around 60 variants, the Pema, the pattern of metal alloy decoration on the blade, with around 250 variants, and Tang, referring to the age and origin of a Keris. Both a weapon and spiritual object, the Keris what are 250 years old or older are ancient, often considered to have an essence or presence, considered to possess magical powers, with some blades possessing good luck and others possessing bad. Keris are used for display, as talismans with magical powers, weapons, a sanctified heirloom, pusaka, auxiliary equipment for court soldiers, an accessory for ceremonial dress, an indicator of social status, a symbol of heroism, etc. Legendary Keris that possess supernatural power and extraordinary ability. Many of the ones that I see today are just mass-produced with no abilities or spiritual powers, just for display purposes, and some of the ones that are real are missing very important instructions, what makes the Keris useless. I have access to these original handmade ancient Keris what we have collected over the years from Indonesia spiritual practitioners, what have been handed down from student to teacher, what are 250 years old, what have been properly prepared and the needed spiritual rituals done on them to make them very effective and powerful for the spiritual abilities that they have. Alhamdulillah. The original art of Keris making is slowly dying. It is very rare that you will come across a spiritual practitioner that is able to make them anymore. The Keris I get are from a very special family who have very rare Keris in family for hundreds of years. I feel every person should have Keris because the Jinn, Khodam in Keris can be stronger than Jinn in a stone. The Keris I get are over 200-400 year old real Keris, no fake decoration but real with powerful Jinn, Khodam in them. It is very hard to find Keris for person because if you give person wrong kind of Keris they can have bad luck. The below are the abilities of the Keris what are 250 years old what we offering inshallah. They have very powerful Jinn, Khodam attached to them. We also have access to many other Keris with different abilities. Just contact me and explain what sort of Keris you are looking for and the abilities that you want in it. I will be able to quote you a price inshallah. Authority. over people wherever you go, work, home, public event, etc. Inshallah. Charisma, you will be loved by everyone around you and the people who you meet, inshallah. Powerful spiritual protection, it will protect everyone in the home from any sort of spiritual problem, black magic, jinn problem, evil eye, etc. Alhamdulillah. Respect, you will receive respect with anyone that you come in contact with, inshallah. Influence, you will have infinite over everyone, you will be much more likable to everyone, inshallah. Luck, your luck will increase in everything that you do, business, finance, etc. inshallah. Home protection, when Keris get good bond with its owner, it can also protect home. If Allah wills, one time teacher had Keris in home, and thief try to break in home. When thief go in home, he get confused and dizzy and faint in home. Another person had Keris, many home catch on fire around him, but his home did not catch on fire, alhamdulillah. Such types of spiritual Keris have been used in the past by spiritual healers, amal, spiritual practitioners, occult practitioners, business owners, politicians, individuals who work with the public, people who work in a field that deal with dangerous situations, police officers, soldiers, etc. The information that I will need from you. I will need your full name and mother's full name and picture to prepare the crease for you. This item will take up to 1490 days to prepare. 1490-day ritual, Jumli diet and rules with 5 hours of reading a day. This is the reason I will be only offering this for a short period of time, inshallah. The crease that you see in the picture, you will not get that same exact crease. The crease type, the size of the crease, etc. has to be specifically for you. Once the above information is received and purchase is made, I will be able to determine that, inshallah.